everyone, I am here today to review Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, and I am so behind with the times. To be fair, I read this book when it first came out, but I didn't get around to filming the review until now. So I gave this book 5 stars. How could I not? And I just thought this was easily her best work yet. And I must point out, this review is spoiler free, but you cannot read this book without reading all of the Infernal Devices, all of the Mortal Instruments, and ideally, in my opinion, the Shadowhunter Academy series as well. I highly recommend reading that too, because then you will get a much more involved experience and everything will have so much more meaning, and in my opinion, you will enjoy this book even more than what you otherwise would. So this novel takes place 5 years after City of Heavenly Fire finishes, and obviously we already know the main 2 characters in this book as we meet them in that series. So we follow Emma Carstairs and Julian Blackthorne, and indeed the rest of the Blackthorne family. They are now living in the LA Institute and are parabatai, and this book really focuses on what it means to have the parabatai relationship, whether perhaps people sometimes go into it for the wrong reasons, and whether indeed they actually may have rushed into it, and also perhaps whether it was the right decision in the case of Emma and Julian for them to actually become parabatai. So this book is full of so many wonderful themes. You've got love interests, of which there are several, family issues, again, of which you can't even begin to imagine. Because of the events in City of Heavenly Fire, Julian has had to take on so much. His character has developed into a wonderful young adult, and he is well above his years in terms of responsibility and in terms of things he has to deal with, things that people now, perhaps in many cases, don't deal with until their 20s or even 30s. It also deals with friendship and how friendship can get you through anything, but then is there a blurred line with friendship and family and friendship and love? And it's a really complex and wonderful novel. All of these aspects intertwine, and even now, even though I read this book several months ago, I feel quite affected by everything that happens in this book. It is so exciting and gripping and captivating and shocking and an emotional roller coaster. I would say the first 200 pages weren't the easiest of going pages. Everything felt a bit slow, the pacing was slow, there were so many info dumps, but they were necessary. But I'd say it's definitely worth ploughing through those 200 pages, because from then on you are just in the wonderful Shadowhunter world again, better than it has ever been before. Cassandra Clare's writing in this book is so much more sophisticated, and it's amazing to see how far her writing has gone. I read the Mortal Instruments for the first time last year, so it's still quite fresh in my head, her writing in City of Bones versus Lady Midnight, and I was just blown away by how much she has improved. This book also has so many Easter eggs connecting to previous books. You get so many little treats connecting to them. I don't want to mention anything, I don't want to spoil anything, but the connections, the Easter eggs, the writing, everything about this book was just so superb, and I'm so excited to see where she's going to go with the series from here on out. I think that the connections with the previous books just make this whole world that bit more special, that bit more believable, realistic, engrossing, and I am just so excited, as I said, to see where this series is going to go, and I can't recommend reading this book, and indeed the rest of the Shadowhunter books, enough. So thank you so much for watching this review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more book reviews and other bookish content from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!